Hi, I'm Sam Lewis, and I work on the COREtec marketing team, and I have 0 years experience installing floors.
Hi, I'm Lamarta Faulkner. I work with the Field Technical Services Group, and I have approximately 30 years flooring experience.
So, a lot more than me. Okay, so I'm getting ready to install my room, and I'm planning out my project and how I'm going to lay out my planks. How can I make sure that I get the most realistic visuals possible?
When you start your installation, you want to make sure you pull random planks out of 3 to 4 boxes at a time to get a random mix of the patterns of the planks. Then also you want to make sure you do a random stagger to make it more realistic.
Can we take a moment to look at some examples of a random stagger and maybe some common mistakes that someone might make when they're installing their floors?
Yes. So this floor here is what we call a stair-step pattern. And as you can see here, these planks come down in a stair-step fashion. This is something that we typically try to tell people not to do. And then and the second one here would be when you're installing your floors, if you don't mix your planks properly, you can get pattern repeats that line up next to each other. For instance, right here, you have a repeat here and here that are next to each other. And also you have one here and here that doesn't give it a realistic look.
So I'm guessing the more defined the pattern is, the more likely it is that you're going to see these pop out.
Exactly. Yeah. So you want to mix those in a random fashion so they don't show together.
Okay. What other ways do people sometimes install?
So the brick. So some people install it in a brick pattern, which as you can see here, just like you would have a brick wall, this here you have a joint that repeats every other plank. So it's obviously a pattern that very distinct that you pick up on very quickly.
Yeah, it does definitely create like a line across the floors.
Yes.
And then what's our last example here?
So the last example is what we would recommend. This is what we call a random stagger on the joints, properly mixed when you're mixing your boxes to break your patterns up so they don't line up side by side. So this is what it should look like in a perfect installation.
Okay, and when you're saying random stagger, you're talking about the distance between like this line and this line is not the same every single time.
Exactly, it should be broke up so that it doesn't repeat in the same exact stagger. For instance, this one here is pretty wide, and this one here is much closer. And that should be done in a random fashion to create that look.
Yeah, okay. I definitely can see the difference between where we started and where we finished with this random stagger.
Yes.
It looks good. Thanks, Lamarta, for walking us through all this information today.
Oh, you're welcome.
And thank you for watching. For more information about your flooring project, visit us at COREtecFloors.com or give us a ring at 844-743-7429. Additionally, we'd love to see your recent projects. Share them with us using #YesCoreTec on your favorite social media platform.